Hello everyone, if you're interested in seeing how I created this Halloween set using pigments and stamping, then stick around. So I'm starting with a daily charm color, and this is called Pink Cupid. Now this is a color changing polish. It is a really nice kind of pinkish purple. Changes to a much lighter color. I'll show you that at the end. The color it changes to. It's really pretty though. So also it's really nice coverage. So I do 2 coats on the nails that I'll be doing in this color. And it's self-explanatory, just curing for 30 seconds in between each coat. And I will just let you watch me apply this color to the nails that I'll be applying it to, and then I'll talk when we go on to the next color that I'll be using. So just finishing the second coat on the thumb, it is such a beautiful polish. And the next one I'm using is Perfect Black from Daily Charm. The name says it all. It's Perfect Black. I just need 1 coat on the 2 nails that I'll be doing. And then once it cures, I'm going to start the art, the Halloween art on these 2 nails. The fun part of the video, I'd say. I love using pigments. If you guys don't have pigments, you got to get some because it makes ombreing so much easier. I'm sure some of you that have used it would agree. It's a lot easier than doing gel polishes and ombreing them. So I do both of those nails. I'm still doing that second one. And then I'm going to grab another product from Daily Charm. Daily Charm has a really good velvet matte top coat. Here it is. So I'll be applying that just to the two black nails. I find with matte top coats, so you don't get streaking, I want to give you this tip now before I forget. So you do a slip layer over the whole nail in the matte, and then you kind of take the brush and you float it over the nail before you cure it, and it just stops any streaking from happening, and you get that perfect matte then. So it's a really good trick I learned and it works really well. So try it and let me know what you think. But it's going to cure for just half of the time, so about 22 seconds. Then I'm grabbing my pigment brush from Daily Charm, really good brush if you're looking for one. And these are the pigments I'll be using today. I think I use yellow, I use two different pinks and a purple, and it just gives that beautiful background for these nails. And when you're using pigments, make sure you don't get too much pigment on your brush. You can dab it on cloth or paper towel or whatever before you apply it, but you don't want too much or it's just going to make a mess and you're going to have, it's just not going to look ombre. So I apply some yellow, then I apply some pink, and then you can even go over, which I think I do the yellow again a couple times. I want to brighten the yellow and it's just going to add a little bit more depth to that pigment ombre. And then I add some purple and, like I said, pink. I'll just let you watch me do it. I think that's all I need to tell you, other than I use two different palettes of pigments, and I'll put the links for everything I used in the video down in the description as always, with my 10% off coupon code from Daily Charm. And I will be using some Maniology one stamping plate, and I will put that down in the description as well. And I have a 10% off code for Daily Charm and Maniology, so they'll be down there too if you decide to purchase any of these products. And I will put the pigment powders down there too. They're not from Daily Charm or Maniology, but I will have them there so you can find them easily. They work so well, and they almost have a little glittery shimmer to them. You probably can't see it in the video, but it's really nice. So they're not just a pigment, they're a shimmery pigment, and I love the way they go on. You really see them well on the black. They don't blend in, which is nice. And when you matte them, they really, really pop. You'll see that later. When applying the pigments, another really important thing, once you apply the pigments and you're happy with them, put them back in the light. They've got to finish curing. The matte below has to finish curing. So then when you go over them with, say, a base coat or a top coat, they're not going to come off because they're fully cured into that matte top coat. So they're fully cured. They went into the light for the remaining time. Now I'm taking a base coat and I'm going to cover up the pigment. You want to float it over just because you don't want to cause streaks or anything in the pigment. So just float it. And I'm going to do both nails, and it's going to cure for 60 seconds. And the reason I'm doing this first is because I'm stamping. So if you're going to stamp and say you have an accident or you're not happy with your stamp and you want to wipe it off, well, you now can. Whereas if you didn't do that base coat, you could mess up the pigment and have to start all over again, and you wouldn't want to have to do that. So this is the stamping plate we're using today. It's a Halloween one. I just received it from Maniology. They had a Halloween box that they sent me with a bunch of these plates. Love their plates. They're such great quality. They transfer so nicely. So I'm just going to pull off. There's that blue protective layer on the stamp. and I'm just going to pull it off so we can stamp. And I showed you the images. I want the scary graveyard scene and trees. They're going to look perfect on the pigment. So I'm just going to pick them up. I didn't have a black from Maniology. I don't know why. I've never picked one or ordered one from there, but I don't. So I used a Born Pretty store stamping polish to do this. So do any of you stamp? I tend to stamp a lot. I've done it for years. I get the images to transfer really nicely. Froze it there so you can see it before it goes on the nail. And then I'll bring the nail up and freeze it so you can see how perfectly these stamping plates transfer onto your nails. Are really nice. It looks so great on that pigment. Of course, I've got the mess around my nail right now, but I'll wipe that off at the end so I don't wreck the image. That is after it's top coated with my thicker hard gel top coat. So now I'm going to do the graveyard scene, and it's going to go on the middle one. How cute is that? I'm going to even freeze it here for you so you can see they transferred perfect. So now I'm just going to grab some 100% acetone to wipe off that black. Black's always harder to get off. I've totally top coated everything, and then I used Daily Charms Velvet Matte Top Coat on the two black nails just to pop that pigment with the stamp. And then I will show you the finished nails. Oh, and I will also show you, I'll dip my hand in some warm water to show you what color this polish changes to. And the neat thing about the polish, it goes from looking solid to light to ombre looking almost. It's a really nice polish if you're looking for a color changing one. They have a few, and there's both hands. I love the set so much. I wanted to wear it for Halloween. Let me know what you think of this set. And here we go, dipping it in hot water, and it turns really, really light, but really nice. And again, you can kind of see when I show you here, it looks almost ombre. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing the Halloween set, and these sleeves are from Daily Charm as well. I will have all the coupon codes and links down below. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could please like and subscribe, and I will see everybody in the next one.